How's it going? Welcome to one more video that I'm recording on the same day here. We're going to talk about what I'm doing to prep for the Battle of the Jedi Temple, the Order 66, the Revenge of the Sith raid. What am I doing to prep? So we already know some of the characters, right? We know they've said Transmission Lost and Order 66 era characters. So everything in here, obviously I'll be doing the marquees as much as I can. I guess I might as well hit begin journey. I have nothing else in the journey guide I need. So I'll be farming those as soon as I can. The other thing, I went back and forth on my guild about this a lot. Obviously, you can't change your conquest effort right now, but Jocasta Nu will probably be available since Queen Amidala was available for that Abu raid. They've set the precedent of recent conquest characters being allowed, so I think we can expect Jocasta Nu to be allowed and especially to be used in the Mace Windu team in the new raid. So definitely make sure you push hard this last round of Conquest, and I do have a guide for the Jocasta Nu Conquest on my channel, but I'm definitely going to be relicking her up as soon as she unlocks, probably straight to Relic 7 for the raid. Next thing, obviously, the new Bad Batch team, the only partially farmable thing we have. I've already begun farming, and I am double refreshing Omega right now. Double refreshing Omega and Batcher. Thankfully, they're on separate energy types, so it works fantastic. Once we get more, for example, my lowest shard count is on Wrecker here, so I'll drop a Mega Refresh to do this. I'll try to push them as quick as I can to 7 stars because this is the only named team that we have so far that I can actually have up by June, up and relic and ready to go. There's no way I have all the new Dark Side clones in time with Oppo not even being out yet. And then 3 months from that, Oppo will be farmable, so the new raid will likely be live before Oppo's even farmable or maybe in the same update. And then we got over the next month the new Vanguards and everything as they come out. So that's really the big thing there. Obviously, though, doing these marquees as much as you can. If you have extra crystals, getting extra packs to try to get you up a marquee tier to get some daily shards, that kind of thing. If you're a spender, buying the episode pass. Even if you're not a whale, if you just like to spend lightly, this episode pass is going to be so much more important than the previous Bad Batch one. Because like I already said, you could farm these new Bad Batch and get them up before June. So you'll know you'll have them up before the new raid goes live. Otherwise, all we can do is really speculate on the other characters. Jedi Vanguard, is a tag that we'll have to look at and consider, if they'll be doing any of these. I already have Relic 5 Jedi Counselor that I did in the previous raid. I would not be shocked if they decided to let you use any of the non-whale Jedi Vanguard characters. I think they would probably avoid the ones that were in the Jedi Allies Lightspeed bundle. So they would probably do like Jedi Counselor, Jedi Knight Guardian. Maybe they would do like an Ethkoth or an Gun die, but I don't think either. He died in the Clone Wars, and he died fighting Sidious, so maybe Ethkoth. I don't expect Aayla Secura or Kit or Luminara or Barriss. I definitely don't want to expect Barriss or Plo. I hope they let us use Beck because thematically that would be really cool. But there's just a question of what of these characters do they allow us to use? Because bottom line is we only have 2 marquees and then Mace. So that's 3 characters. Maybe they count Jocasta. We got 4. We still need 1 more character, presuming they're going to do 5-man squads. We still need more. So I imagine we get a handful of these older characters allowed in. But the only thing confirmed to us were the 4 Dark Side clones. That Tarkin. So obviously Tarkin's a big one. I already have Tarkin up, but if you didn't have a Relic Tarkin, that would be something to push for. Because Tarkin will be leading our clones in the raid. He's getting that rework, so his Zetas maybe become better. We'll see. This probably gets a whole rework. I'll probably need to remod him, and that will be important for us. But yeah, otherwise, they just said Order 66 era tunes. So that's the era of Order 66. That's all the new characters. And then Transmission Lost. So all I'm really saying right now is I would be ready to relic up Jedi Guardian maybe, or like Jedi Counselor if you haven't. I would be farming the new Bad Batch team. I know people aren't excited about it, but the bottom line is the only stuff we know for sure, for positive right now, is the whale stuff. So try hard in Conquest, farm the new Bad Batches, they come in. As a guild leader, that's all I'm telling my people to do. Farm these guys as they come up. Make sure you're trying your best in Conquest, and maybe be ready to gear some crappy Jedi Vanguard characters, at least to like gear 12, and be ready for a pretty tough raid, I expect. But we're going to give it the best we can, and we'll go from there. What am I doing on my alt account, though? So my alt account, much smaller. 10 million. I'll just go navigate through it here. So 10 million on here, and I'm missing a lot. So no Jedi Allies LSB for me. Didn't get that one. Don't really spend on this account. I'm working on Dark Side Rage soon. But no Jedi Allies Light Side bundle for me. I guess Jedi is probably the more prominent tag here. So my Jedi here are bad. I will be gear 12ing just like I did here. If I need to for this new raid. I don't have the new Bad Batch, and it's a question of, do I farm them as they come up? Do I not farm them as they come up? I don't know. I haven't yet. It's probably going to be something I'm going to have to do. And I was not immediately planning on doing the clones, but I probably need to at the very least. Oh, because he's not activated. I'll be farming Oppo as soon as I can on this account because I have Lord Vader. So that's an easy one. But the bottom line is it's going to take so long to farm them that realistically, need to be doing the Bad Batch or hoping to prep on the other side. But yeah, so this account much worse on the front for the new raid. But it's a similar thing. It's like, do you start sacrificing? You know, right now I'm trying to farm Balin. You know, I'm done with the Balin, and then I'm trying to start working on Bo-Katan on this account. It's like, do I just start dropping everything I'm doing and say, okay, well, you know, I'm almost done with my Bo-Katan farms. Do I just drop it and start picking up new raid things? Or do I just prep and say, okay, we're going to farm for Bo and then, you know, start farming new Bad Batch for the raid? But new Bad Batch don't look very good outside of, like, maybe they're important for the raid, but they're not that good outside of it. So do I just drop what I'm doing for a new Bad Batch? Or do I just say, I'll be ready for the Vanguard side of things and I will farm the new clones? And that's it. You know, maybe that's what I do. Maybe I say I farm the new clones, I farm the new Jedi Vanguard, I get Mace Windu online before the new raid is gone, and that's my contribution. And Bad Batch is just something I skip. So that's the decision I think you guys will have to make as well. That aren't maxed out like my main account. You have to say, okay, I'm not going to do Bad Batch, but I will do Mace Windu. I'll do the new Jedi Vanguard and the new clones to boost up Lord Vader and all these other things, and get the Jedi Vanguard team online, get new Legendary, and you just omit Bad Batch. Maybe you take some of them to like gear 10. Maybe you can get like a 300k run happening, like 3 stars without any Chirotech. But maybe you need Zetas. So I don't know. This account will likely just have to wait until we know every single team and we get a tag just like we did here for Battle on Naboo. You know, this account gets like 2 mil-ish, like maybe like 1.8 or something like that, because I get like 900k-ish with my B2 team. I get like 450k with my Luminara, and then I get the Relic 7 like 1.6-ish or 1.3 or whatever it is with my Queen Amidala team. I don't typically get max, and then I yank out a couple 100k. So maybe I get like 2.2 mil, 2.3 mil, maybe a little more than that on this account. I can probably just tell you what I got in the last raid, but on this account. But I have to pull the account up, so it's kind of tough. But like I omitted Gungans, and I don't plan to do Gungans anytime soon because frankly I don't think Jar Jar's that good. So ultimately I had to skip one of these in order to keep pursuing my goals, but I did gear everything else that I could to try to make sure I was contributing here. So I think you'll have to ultimately make that same decision. And it sucks because the new Bad Batch team is the worst probably of the requirements for the raid in terms of performance of the new stuff, but it's the only one that we can farm right now. So it's kind of tough. So if you have the extra energy, I would definitely farm them, but maybe just wait to gear. And that way, if they wind up being just the absolute best team in the raid, you can gear them and hope that you get that return on that gear there. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing to prep for the raid. Let me know what you guys are doing. What characters do you guys think? You know, the biggest confusing thing that I get people, you know, when I talk to about the raid is they said, Era of Revenge of the Sith. They did not say, like, characters that were in Revenge of the Sith. That's not what they said. They said era, which is a Galaxy of Heroes timeline term that we use to describe these new sections of the game now. So the era term, in my opinion, the way it reads to me, describes these 6 characters and Mace. That is what era of Revenge of the Sith means. That I'm reasonably confident that's what it means. And so the bottom line is, what was the transmission lost then if that was not Mace? You know, at first they had they said Order 66 era tunes, and then they edited it to be more clear to talk about this. So hopefully there's more than just whale stuff. You have to imagine so, or people would riot. If there's not, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of guilds switch to speeder bike for a little while we wait on people to get these new teams up. I would not be shocked if a lot of guilds just temporarily switch to speeder bike, because speeder bike's better than Naboo in terms of ease of difficulty, But we'll see. I hope not, because I got rid of my mod loadouts for speeder bike. But yeah, so let me know what you guys are doing. Let me know if you guys have gotten any like information from your guild leaders. As a guild leader myself, like I said earlier, it's tough. You know, it's a difficult situation to be in. So yeah, again, let me know what you guys are doing, and I'll see you in the next one.